already. They're set and they're off and racing. It was a good enough start for them here. Little Miss Sunshine began well. Burmese Tiara's up there in the early stages. Pretty in Pearls looks to get over. Kind Judy's along the inside, the green colours. Princess Kesh has ridden along in the early stages to get up there too. Antananarivo, beguiling. Outside of them is Lady Dynamo, racing pretty wide in those early stages with Leoness and Colorado Creek is the back marker. But a compact field, head down towards the last 1,400 metres. And out in front there's now Lady Dynamo's picked it up about a length and a quarter from Burmese Tiara racing second. Pretty in Pearls third, Kind Judy's fourth, then Little Miss Sunshine. Behind that Antananarivo and Beguiling. Outside of runners is Leonessa. Princess Kesh has dropped the early position, races 6-7 lengths off them, and Colorado Creek will be the trailer as they round the home turn. There's 8 or 9 lengths covering them with 1,000 metres left to go. Lady Dynamo leads the field into the home straight by 2 lengths from Burmese Tiara. Pretty in Pearls, the red sleeves white cap third. Then Kind Judy up along the inside with Little Miss Sunshine and Antananarivo, the black cap. Beguiling is further back 5 lengths off the leader with Leonessa. Colorado Creek, they're all in with a chance here. Princess Kesh is last, but only 6 lengths off the leader. Down into the last 700 metres they go. Lady Dynamo's being tackled up front by Burmese Tiara. Then Pretty in Pearls and Kind Judy. Behind that Antananarivo. Colorado Creek has made up a few places. Beguiling. On the outside is Little Miss Sunshine also gets into the fray too. As they come down to the last 300, Little Miss Sunshine is coming at Burmese Tiara down the inside. Further back to Colorado Creek, right up along there inside Antananarivo. Entering the last 200. Here goes Little Miss Sunshine from Burmese Tiara. Kind Judy on the outside. Then Colorado Creek, Pretty in Pearls, but Little Miss Sunshine goes strongly here. Little Miss Sunshine will go on to score from Burmese Tiara, Kind Judy third, Pretty in Pearls, and Colorado Creek, Lady Dynamo, and Antananarivo and Beguiling, Princess Kesh and Leonessa. Lady Dynamo, it looked to be a tough field, as Brandon mentioned. Was no banker here in any shape or form, and that's proven by the result. The winner number 11, Little Miss Sunshine. For Heather Adamson, bred by the Main Chance Farms, Mr. P&R Doyle and Silver Ripples Pty Limited. An inexpensive buy, but my goodness me, she's returned that in leaps and bounds. She beats home Burmese Tiara and Kind Judy back in third.
All right, so Little Miss Sunshine gets it right under a top ride from Caden Brewer. I thought he had this one lovely in a good rhythm, good position, and pounced at the right time. You have to say well done to Mr. Becker. This one has now become a 3-time winner from 27 starts. Well done to Heather Adamson. I know she had 2 in the race. A little bit disappointed with Princess Kesh, but we'll get some feedback from the jockey, I'm sure. Caden, I thought that was a very good ride from you, because I remember Ryan Munger many moons telling me, listen, when you're on top of this filly, you need to just keep her together for as long as you possibly can. She hasn't got the longest of run-ins, but if you produce it right, she's always going to be a runner.
Yeah, 100%. She's been quite a decent filly to stick with the whole time. She's been running in the places. If she doesn't run a place, she runs 2 lengths off. So I just have to say a big thanks to Mrs. Adamson for keeping her ticking over all the time. Just last time it definitely wasn't a run. We disregarded that run completely, and going into this race we went in with a bit of confidence and it all worked out nicely. Let's
go back to that last run, Caden, because like you say, 10 lengths behind what does look to be a very nice horse in the making, but not her. I mean, she can run a bit better than that.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely not a run. She didn't travel in the whole race going down to the start. She didn't feel like herself, and she just wasn't a happy, playful self that she is going down to the start, freshing in the ring. And just today I could see that spark was back in her, and it does give you a little bit of confidence.
You talk about spark. She gave you a hard time going down to the start, but you seem to handle these temperamental fillies very well.
Yeah, it's nice to get along with him. It's always lovely to find a horse that you can manage. It is quite difficult, because a lot of people won't really be looking at your horses. They want to more stay away. And just thanks to Miss Adamson, she makes me work her. When I come here on Thursdays, she really does the most with her horses, I have to say. She takes care of them nicely.
Well, Caden, you're riding very well. I'm so happy to see that things are now working out for you, because you got a good chance on Atticus Finch. At length, I told you what a good ride that was. Obviously, Alec Laird's been a big supporter of yours. Heather's a big supporter of yours. And I'm sure many other trainers out there are now starting to realise, all right, we're going to give Caden a few more chances and hopefully he delivers.
Yeah, 100%. It's lovely to get these chances. It's always nice to be in the winner's box. You never ever see anyone here without a smile. It's really one of those feelings that you just never get rid of. Coming here is like a blessing. So just, yeah, big thanks to everybody. And I'm very grateful for the season to come. Being a qualified jockey, it's looking like it's going the right way.
You just recently got into a relationship. It just shows you women can change your life, Caden?
Yeah, 100%. Caitlin's definitely one of my biggest supporters. I know. Big thanks to her. She's always cheering me up after races. Everything's going well. So.
You want to know the best part? You're still going to pay for dinner. Well, good stuff, Caden. Good to see him as always. Heather, please, if you can step into my office. Well done. Good to see you again as always. I was just touching on air. I really thought she was tremendous value today. I was always going to put a line through that last run. She's a lot better than that.
You know what? We left here so early in the morning, 10 o'clock, and she stood till race 8 at Turpentine in the heat on Saturday. When I got to her box, she was half asleep and she just didn't look herself. I actually should have, in hindsight, scratched her. I wasn't happy with her when I saddled. And we actually had money on her. And then I said I phoned Peter, I said to him, she doesn't look herself. And she ran accordingly. Saturday, she didn't eat. Sunday, she didn't eat. Monday, she came out breaking the box down. So we gave her electrolytes and all that. So obviously it perked her up and she was fine. And today you saw her came out and she was her old self. She walked across the road and she came and took home the first prize. And thanks to Pitt, you know, he's been very patient with her. She was a super filly round roader and we did well with her. And she suddenly went wrong and we couldn't find the problem. And I've got to thank the vet because they scoped her and she had an entrapped epiglottis. They couldn't release it. We had to send her to Onistoput. And Pitt said, you know what, she's decent enough, let's do the op. We did it and she's back with a bang. So I'm so happy for him. Thanks to him. And I'm grateful to him for the support. He's a really nice guy.
Was that Mr. Becker here leading in the horse?
Yeah, he's camera shy. He ran away.
I don't know why. Good-looking man, Heather.
Yeah, and he's such a nice guy, and he's so passionate about his horses. And we want to get 1 or 2 more, but he doesn't want to come on camera. He says when he wins the big race, he'll come talk to you.
All right, well, that's pressure for you.
Yeah.
Heather, if you can just educate us a little bit. I mean, what do you do in these circumstances? Horses that stand till race 8, we go through a heat wave. You don't necessarily want to give them water too close to race time.
Exactly. You can't give them food or water in that period. Everybody knows that it's not the right thing. We try to give her just a little bit to keep her cool, but she was sweating a little bit. And you know what? It's on the day. What can you do about it? You can't do anything.
And Princess Kesh, any feedback?
No, I don't know what happened to her. I'll go and find out from Samanga. Look, it is too short for her. Yep. She is a very one-pace filly. And I just wanted to keep her going. And we tried different scoops on her today to think it would give her a little bit more toe in the race. But it obviously didn't work. But I think we'll put her away for a little break now. She's had a bit of racing. She doesn't like the hard going. Been waiting for the rain. And I actually put her in this race because they said we were going to have a lot of rain.
Yeah.
And then we got no rain.
Murphy's Law.
Yeah, it wasn't her day. So we'll come back another day with her. And just a big thank you to Hollywood for the sponsorship. And I'll give them some feedback. And obviously we'll give her a little break and then bring her back.
Heather, give me the flame a bit later. What are you expecting?
You know what, I like her. If she was better drawn, I'd tell you to have a little each way, yeah.
All right.
But it is a strong field. I think Tony's horse is horse to beat. It had a really good first run here. And the wide draw. And I think Jonker's horse is also in the place. So swingers, trifectas, yes. But from the bad draw, we'll have to see how Caden rides her.
I have no doubt you have a few
Capella,
doubles
sorry.
going. So keep it going, Heather.
Place doubles plenty. Win doubles, not so many.
All right. Well, win's a win, Heather.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Your horses
But
are
I'm
looking
very
good.
happy.
Well played.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's Heather Adamson. Great to get that confidence about Gimme the Flame a bit later on. Well done to Heather. A small string, but she certainly knows how to produce the winners. And I thought Caden Brewer gave this one a magnificent ride. Well done to Mr. Becker, who is at the course today. I think he's upstairs watching this interview. Hopefully one day we'll get the honour and the privilege to chat to you, Mr. Becker. Well played. Little Miss Sunshine has now become a 3-time winner.